Good afternoon, I'm Chinaka Phipps and this is the news on the street 919 FM. In the headlines, mother chopped to death. SM Jalil makes 100 million to host Diwali. Police officer murdered. Crime Stoppers restart in Tobago. And Venezuela murder suicide in Guyana. On top of the news, mother has been chopped to death by her partner, according to reports. 34-year-old Laura Sanka, a mother of two, was attacked by her spouse following a heated argument on Saturday evening. The woman lived at Post Office Trace in St. Julian Village in Princestown. Reports says Sanka was attacked by the man wielding a cutlass in the presence of her two sons and their cousins. One of her sons, a teenager, reportedly tried to assist his mother but was unsuccessful. He then took the children next door and informed a neighbor of what was taking place. The police were notified, and upon their arrival, they found the suspect on the premises with a blade next to him. He was subsequently arrested. In more news, 100 years from its founder's home, with deliveries done by horse and cart, SM Jalil is now a global exporter. Hailed Minister of Trade and Industry Paula Gobiskun, she was addressing the company's long service awards function at Banquet Hall, San Fernando on October 12th, whose guests included Chairman Dr. Ali Mohammed and Chief Operating Officer Anna Mohammed. Gobiskun hailed the company's century of excellence, innovation, and unwavering dedication to community and country. The minister said just as SM Jalil started with one man and one dream, 100 years requires a cadre of trusted, dedicated people. She said the centennial was a testament to family foresight and fortitude, from humbling beginnings to a modern enterprise that boasts a truly global reach. SM Jalil has showcased the strength of the company's innovation and industry on the world stage. By the 1900s, SM Jalil expanded internationally by joint ventures in Canada, Barbados, and Guyana. Putting the centennial into context, she said the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics said only 36% of the company's last 10 years, about 21% last 20 years, and just 12% last 26 years. The minister cited a belief that only half of 1% of the company's last 100 years. In more news, President of the National Council for Indian Culture, Senator Diorup Timal, revealed the figures of Saturday night when he spoke with the media at the Ramayan Yanga with leads to the opening of the Nagar. He said the NCIC pays more than $250,000 to the police and $100,000 to the fire services, with most of the funding provided by the private sector, while the government injected some cash into the festivities. Noting that safety at the Nagar and paramount is said, over the years we have had incident-free Diwali Nagar because the police presence is not only inside, it's surrounding the Nagar. There are patrols and drone surveillance. Timal said there has been a 15% increase in exhibitors due to greater demand for booths at the event. There will be no fireworks, however, come 2025, the NCIC will be staging a drone show. This year's theme, Gasta Ashram, building homes and building families, comes at a time when many families are facing challenges in dealing with social and economic issues, Timal said. More with news. An SRP identified as Jerome Blaisdell, 32 of Lacano Road, Lower Santa Cruz, was gunned down on the Eastern Main Road in front of a Chinese supermarket. in Pittsburgh when they were attacked and shot by gunmen. Video footage showed Blaisdell getting out of a car and running a short distance before collapsing on the road. Both men suffered gunshot wounds and were rushed to the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex in Moncton. Blaisdell died at the hospital around 11:12 p.m. Officers from the Northeastern Division CSI recovered several spent shells at the scene. Police have no motive for the killing. In other news, head of the Tobago Business Chamber and director of Crime Stoppers Initiative in Tobago, Martin George, said he intends to relaunch the initiative following news of the island's 25th murder to date. The statement comes after reports of a man's body being found on the beach near the A.N.R. Robinson International Airport in Crown Point over the weekend. The man was said to be a Guyanese national. In a statement Sunday, George said something must be done and pledged to assist with the relaunch of the Crime Stoppers program, which involves the anonymous submissions of information that can help in solving and preventing crimes. He says the chamber has called on stakeholders to step in as these crimes are basically tearing the island of Tobago into pieces. In July, Tobago also recorded its first quadruple murder in Black Rock, Tobago. Police have warned of gang activity and sleeper cells attempting to seize turf in the sister isle. And regionally, police said Eunice Zamora Castro, 25, has sustained 14 stab wounds while the body of his 60-year-old husband was named, whose name has not been given, only as El Tio, had been stabbed 9 times to the chest. Investigations so far revealed that the 2 deceased persons were reputed husband and wife, and they were living in a 2-story concrete with several other Venezuelan nationals, the police said in a statement. The statement quoted a 42-year-old Venezuelan woman who said that she knew the 25-year-old as her friend and working colleague, and that about 4 days ago, Uni told El Tio that she did not want him because he was very jealous. The police said that the witnesses informed them of El Tio's approach, his wife armed with a knife, and dealt her several stabs about her body. The police were summoned and Eunice Zamora Castro was seen lying on the ground face up, while El Tio was seen hanging from the roof of the house. They were both pronounced dead by the DR plucked from Georgetown Public Hospital. The body was examined and it was observed that Eunice Castro sustained 14 stab wounds, while El Tio sustained 9 stab wounds to the chest area. The statement said adding to the investigations are ongoing. And that's all for the news. Let's go on to the sports and the weather report. Three Tobago-born players have been drafted into the Soca Warriors team for Trinidad and Tobago's CONCACAF Nations League match against Cuba at the Dwight York Stadium tonight. Trinidad and Tobago tonight. Adriel George, Javon Williams, and Jariel Arthur of 1976 FC Phoenix are the 3 newest members of the squad. The Soca Warriors have suffered a rash of injuries, so the Phoenix trio have been brought in ahead of the Cuba clash. TNT lost their opening game of the tournament 4-0 to Honduras and drawing their next 2 games against French Guiana and Cuba. Derek King's team needs a winner to prevent relegation to the League B of CONCACAF Nations League play, and the interim head coach and his players are well aware of the task ahead. In more sports, Ruth Chepngetich of Kenya smashed the world record by nearly 2 minutes at the Chicago Marathon on Sunday, winning. The 30-year-old broke the world record by Asefa of Ethiopia at the 2023 Berlin Marathon. At Asefa Kadebe of Ethiopia finished second. I feel great. I'm very proud of myself. Getech said, "This is my dream. I fought a lot thinking about the world record." Getech became the first woman to break the marathon. She also won the Chicago Marathon in 2021 and 2022 and finished runner-up last year. And that's all for sport. Now let's take a look at your weather. For the period today and this afternoon, Trinidad, Tobago, the Northern Leeward, generally sunny conditions despite few isolated showers. A chance of isolated heavy shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon. Mostly fair at night despite the isolated shower spells. Gusty winds and street or flash flooding can occur in the event of heavy downpours. The remainder of the Lesser Antilles partly cloudy with a few scattered showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorm mainly during the morning and early afternoon. Settled conditions as the afternoon progresses despite a few lingering showers. In our temperature last night, we had a minimum temperature of 26 degrees in Trinidad and 28.5 degrees in Tobago. Our maximum temperature is 34 degrees in Trinidad and 33 degrees in Tobago. Our seas are moderate with waves between 1.5 and 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Recapping the headlines, mother chopped to death, SM Jalil makes 100 million to host Diwali, police officer murdered, Crime Stoppers to restart in Tobago, and Venezuelans murder suicide in Guyana. And that's all from me today. Thank you. I'm Chanaka Vebs. Do have a mesmerizing Monday.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.